Milligan with it for Triad. Up top to Luke Cox. Cox will try a three. Missed it. Front iron. Rebound. Fought for. Winslow's got it. It'll go off Winslow and be Shell's basketball. Well, Gavin Huffman, the leading scorer for the Shells. He comes in averaging a little over 20 points a game. Drew Beckman comes in averaging just under 14 points a game, and Beckman has all four for the Shells right now as Roxana leads at 4-3. 4:45 to go here first quarter. Braden Wells with the basketball. Back to Beckman. Beckman top of the key, gets it over left elbow to Jake Gleaner. And Gleaner with it. Over to Huffman. Huffman thinks about a three. Now he'll chuck it and get it. Long three for Gavin Huffman right in the face of Sam Yeager, and it's 7-3 Shells. Back come the Knights. Milligan down to Cox. Luke Cox drives. Free throw line. Dishes it to Winslow. Winslow out to Tentis for three. In and out. Rebound Paris White. Here come the Shells. Braden Wells with it. He'll slow it down. Wait for the troops. Here comes Gavin Huffman. Guarded by Sam Yeager. Triad man-to-man defense. As Wally Good is going to get up off the bench for Triad. Gleaner gets it to Huffman. Good catch. Nearly lost it. Guarded by Yeager. Gets it back to Gleaner. Gleaner, little pull-up jumper. Bounces off the iron. No good. Rebound Yeager. Here come the Knights. Yeager wanting to go all the way. Lowers the shoulder. Lays it up. And fouled by Drew Beckman. His first, team's first. Non-stop action here early going. 3:33 to go. And Shells have the lead 7-3 on the Knights. As Yeager's going to go to the free throw line and try to cut into that a little bit. Yeager, the only 3 points of the night so far for Triad. His first free throw is good. (7-4). Shells with the lead. Nick Darr here with you inside the Munganast Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Or Barrett Heating and Cooling broadcast booth, rather. Yeager's second one up and short, and a lane violation, I think, against the Shells. Let's see. I think Paris White got into the lane a little too early. He did, and that's going to give Yeager another chance to make the free throw here. Head coach Mark Briggs on the sidelines for the Shells. Jeff Guidry strolling to the sidelines for the Knights. Second one from Yeager, no good. Rebound Paris White, good tough board. Over to Beckman. Here he comes. Down low to Paris White, layup good. Paris White for two, and it's 9-4 Shells. Three ball from the corner for the Knights, missed it. Rebound Huffman. Tried to go long to Wells, tipped up and around off Gleaner, who's got it. Scramble for the ball, and Good comes down with it, misses an easy one. And what's the call? Out of bounds to the Knights, I believe. Nope, we're going to have a foul on Beckman. That's his second. Another three for the Knights from the corner, no good. That was Kyle Crook with the three there, in and out, and here come the Shells. Briggs will stay with Beckman here with those two fouls, and he'll get it over to Jake Gleaner. Gleaner guarded by Milligan. Check that. Guarded by Tentis. Gleaner walks with it. A turnover on the Shells. And with a 9-4 lead, they are going to get Beckman out. And 21, Austin Martin, junior guard, is going to check in. Triad with the basketball. Tentis to Yeager, wide open top of the key three, and he buried it. Three from Yeager, and it's 9-7. Yeager has all 7 points for the night so far. Came in averaging 4. Gleaner with the ball. Dribbles to his right. Gets it down to Huffman. Guarded by Yeager. Down low to Paris White on the block. Back up top to Gleaner. Gleaner will try three. Back iron, no good. Rebound, good. Wally good with the board. Gets it up to Cox. He hasn't scored yet. Leading scorer for the Knights. Tries to go through the legs, loses it. But Tentis comes away with it. Down low, Wally good, layup good. And we're tied at 9 with 1:47 to go in the first quarter. Back come the Shells. Paris White as the Shells push to Gleaner. Over to Martin. Martin gets it back to Gleaner. Gleaner free throw line. Now Martin on the right wing. Tries to get it to Huffman. Huffman does come down with it. Free throw line, trying to make some room. Spin move, got it. Nice little move in the lane, pull-up jumper. Huffman gets it. And he's got 5 for the Shells, who lead at 11-9 and now travel on the Knights. 11-9 Shells here. In a fast-paced first quarter, both teams have looked to push the ball. Back come the Shells. Over to Gleaner. Gleaner to Paris White, top of the key. Now over to Austin Martin. Martin looking. Gets it to Braden Wells here, top of the key. Over to Paris White, right elbow. White to Wells. Shells in no hurry here. Austin Martin with it. And over to Huffman it goes. Long 3 for Huffman. In and out. Rebound Luke Cox. Here come the Knights, 46 seconds to go. Tentis down in the corner to Yeager, thinks about a 3, passes on it, gets it back to Tentis. Tentis drives the basket, knocked away by Paris White, and it goes off the leg of Tentis, and it'll be Shell's ball. Nope, the official on the far sideline is going to come in and change it. Mark Briggs not at all happy with the call, as you might expect. Top of the key, Tentis. Over to Crook. Crook back to Tentis, to Yeager. Tries another 3. Missed it. Rebound, fought for, and Huffman comes down with it. Here come the Shells. Huffman wants to push. And now they'll slow it down a little bit. Down to little Paris White. White back top to Gleaner for 3. Missed it. Rebound, Wally good for the Knights. Here comes Triad. Down 2. 12 seconds to go. Crook for 3 from the corner. Got it. It's a 3 from Crook. And the Knights lead 12-11. Here comes Martin over to White. 2 seconds to go. He got it off but missed it. And that will bring it into a highly entertaining first quarter. The Knights lead the Shells by a score of 12-11. Back with the second quarter after this. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Experience from the time they walk in the door, from the time they sit in front of a financial service officer. We want their experience to be one that they will remember, one that they will leave and tell their friends about, but one that is hassle-free.
We have their best needs at heart, that we deliver on what we say we're going to do.
And let them know that we're there and that we care outside of your money, we care about your family.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Nick Darr back with you inside the Barrett Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. 12-11 as we start the second quarter. Knights with the lead. Good first quarter. And the Shells trailed by just 1. But Drew Breckman on the bench with 2 fouls, and he'll start the second quarter there. Don't forget, after the game, we'll name our Munganast Alton Toyota player of the game as Wells nearly has it stolen by Luke Cox. Gets it back into the front court to Paris White. Over to Austin Martin. Martin through the legs, guarded by Carson Milligan. Over to Huffman, who is now guarded by Tentis as Yeager sits down for the first time. Yeager had a great first quarter. Gleaner for 3 from the corner. It's good. His first 3 of the night goes down, and it's now 14-12. Roxana back in front. Carson Milligan with the basketball. Over to Kyle Crook. Crook guarded by Gleaner. Down in the corner it goes to Tentis. And Crook, a three from the top of the key, missed it. Rebound, Gavin Huffman. Here come the Shells. Back the other way. Tentis picks up Huffman at the top of the key. Austin Martin now flashes to the basketball, right elbow. Nearly traveled and throws it away. Trying to get it to Huffman in the corner, but he throws it out of bounds, and it's a turnover for the Shells. 23, Cale Elmore checks into the ball game for the Knights. His first appearance of the game. Luke Cox yet to score here for Triad. He came in averaging 22 points a game, and he's got the basketball right now. Moves to his right, passes it off to Tentis. Tentis back to Elmore, just into the game. Back to Tentis. And Tentis gets it to the top of the key in Milligan. Milligan over to Elmore. He'll try a three and get it. Knocks it down. It's a three-fest here in the early going. And Triad back in front by a score of 15-14. Now Martin with the basketball, guarded by Elmore, who just hit that three down here. Over to Paris White, Shells in no hurry, trailing 15-14, and timeout by the Shells. Mark Briggs wants a full timeout. We'll take one too. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Once I got here to Lewis and Clark, I felt connected to this place.
It is about intellectual curiosity and people who want to work with faculty mentors and delve into these areas they're interested in.
And it gives the chance for students to develop a more full version of themselves.
Lewis and Clark for me is going to be the place that I found myself.
Brightway Imaging has been serving the Riverbend's radiology needs for over a decade. Brightway's services include MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, and mammography. Brightway offers a more private and comfortable experience with caring and compassionate techs to guide you through each exam. As an independent imaging center, Brightway Imaging offers lower cost exams with pricing you can understand. Prompt service, convenient parking, knowledgeable staff. Let Brightway show why they are a smarter healthcare solution. Visit us at brightwayimaging.com.
Back at Roxana High School, Nick Dar back with you as we continue second quarter action here. 15-14, Triad leads the Shells. Entertaining contest so far. Drew Beckman on the bench for the Shells. He has 4 points, but he's got 2 fouls. So Austin Martin has checked in for him. And we'll see if Beckman makes an appearance again here in the first half, or if Mark Briggs continues to sit him as Gleaner drives to the basket, and he'll get fouled and go to the free throw line. Jake Gleaner has 3 points, going to the line, looking for more. Has a 3 in this quarter, the only 3 points of the quarter for the Shells here. First one from Jake. Got it. And we're tied at 15. Next one from Gleaner on the way, and it's good. Shells back in front, 16-15. Here come the Knights. Cale Elmore with the basketball. Elmore over to Tentis. Tentis to Luke Cox. Guarded by Braden Wells. Wells so far. Elmore on the skip pass 3. Got it. Good pass from Cox cross court. Elmore gets it in the corner and knocks down his second 3 of the night. He's got 6. Austin Martin with the basketball. Over to Jake Gleaner. Gleaner loses it. Now gets it back. In trouble, being trapped, gets it over to Austin Martin. 18-16, Knights lead it. Down low to Paris White, little spin move, and he got it. Guarded by Nate Winslow, and Paris White with a little turnaround jumper. His first 2 of the night, checked out his second 2 of the night, and it's tied at 18. Now a turnover by the Knights. .449 to go here in the half. Tied at 18. And Wally Good's going to check in. For the Knights, Carson Milligan to the bench. Gleaner gets it in. And Austin Martin, the point guard, currently for the Shells, will bring it in. Over to Paris White. Gets it over to Huffman. Huffman turns it over. Steal by Luke Cox. Drives to the basket. Layup missed it. Rebound Huffman. And here come the Shells back the other way. Up to head to Paris White. White drives on good. And a blocking foul call. White went up strong. Good thought he had position. The whole Triad bench did. But it's not a charge. It's a block. And Paris White's going to go to the free throw line, trying to break this 18-18 tie. And head coach Jeff Guidry of Triad not happy with that call. He thought it should have been a charge on White. Instead, it was a block on Good. That's Good's first. White's first free throw is good. Give him 5 on the night. 1 for 1 from the free throw line. Wide receiver on the football team. And he took the pass on that last play from his quarterback, Gavin Huffman. Misses the second one, and back come the Knights. Winslow with it, drives to the basket, lays it up and in. Nice move by Nate Winslow, going strong to the hoop for his first 2 of the night. And the Knights back on top, 20-19. Gleaner with it, top of the key for the Shells. Down low to Paris White, a little give and go. Layup missed it. He got a little too far to the basket and couldn't get it. Cale Elmore now pull up. Now back to Tentis, top of the key. 3 and he got it. Michael Tentis, his first 3 of the night, gives the Knights a 4-point lead. Paris White free throw line for the Shells. Drives on good. Up and in. Paris White strong move to the basket for 2. And it's 23-21. Knights lead it. Paris White has 5 in the quarter, 7 for the game. Elmore up top, stolen, almost stolen by Austin Martin. We got 3:17 left to go here in the half. Drew Beckman picked up his second foul with about 2 minutes left in the first quarter and has not returned. He has 4 points, but he may not return in the half at least. Tentis drives to the basket and blocked by Gleaner. Nice help defense by Jake Gleaner. It'll be Triad ball underneath the basket. And Luke Cox will trigger it in for Triad. He'll get it to Good, and Good travel. Guarded tightly by the Shells and forced the travel. And the Shells come back with the basketball, trailing by 2 with 3:06 to go. 23-21, Triad with the lead. Roxana with the ball. Austin Martin with it. Gets it over to Braden Wells. Back to Austin Martin. Wells trapped. Splits the trap. Gets it down to Paris White. Underneath and good. Up and under for Paris White. And he ties it at 23. Paris White with 9 points here. Nearly a steal by Austin Martin. As Sam Yeager will check back in now for Triad. Yeager has 7 points all in the first quarter. Hasn't played yet in the second quarter, but here he comes back. And he'll trigger it in for the Knights. Gets it into Jared Willis. Willis drives on Paris White. Willis goes all the way to the basket. Now gets it back out to Wally Good. Good, top of the key to Sam Yeager. Yeager back to Willis. Willis dribbles to his right. Crossover on Gleaner. And Gavin Huffman comes away with it. Knocked away by Gleaner, and here comes Huffman and the Shells. Gleaner, top of the key, 3, and he got it! Joint Gleaner forces the turnover at one end and hits the 3 at the other. 26-23 Shells with 2 minutes to go in the half. Out of bounds, a turnover on the Knights. And Triad wants a timeout. It's a full timeout. We'll take one, too. Back after this, you're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Scotty here for Be Wet Solutions in Highland, Illinois. Be Wet Solutions is your source for quality above-ground pools from Doughboy, hot tubs from Marquee, and Big Green Egg grills and smokers. And remember, Be Wet Solutions is family-owned and operated by the same great folks that own and operate Be-Dry Waterproofing Solutions. Visit their showroom located at Highway 143 and I-70 just west of Highland. Be Wet Solutions, committed to quality products and customer service, BeWetSolutions.com. Right now at Sievers Equipment in Auburn and Jerseyville, score big on Kubota with long-term and low-rate financing available on everything. Kubota's full lineup of construction equipment, compact tractors, utility vehicles, mowers, hay tools, and more. What do you want to accomplish? Well, the right equipment right around the corner in Auburn and Jerseyville. Take on the toughest jobs with Kubota and Sievers Equipment. Visit a Sievers location in Auburn or Jerseyville today, SieversEquipment.com.
Here in the first half. As here comes Austin Martin across the half-court line. Spins and picks up his dribble, gets it down to Paris White. And back out to Austin Martin. The Shells in no hurry here offensively. They've got the lead, they've got the ball. One of their leading scorers on the bench in foul trouble, so why not take your time a little bit? Martin with it, guarded by Carson Milligan. Milligan over to Braden Wells. Back over to Austin Martin. Back to Wells. And now Austin Martin with it. Minute to go now in the half. Gleaner has it. Gleaner has 8 in the quarter, 8 for the game as well. Backed up top to Braden Wells. Guarded by Winslow for the Knights. Shells might hold for the last shot here, you never know. Gleaner guarded by Willis. Willis over to Austin Martin. Austin Martin drives on Milligan, tries to get it over to Huffman. Now it's loose and juggled around. Who's got it? The Knights come away with it. Here comes Yeager with the ball. Drives all the way to the basket, spins left hand and travel. Yeager called for the travel. And now with 28 seconds left to go, I'd really expect Mark Briggs to maybe hold for the last shot here. 20 seconds to go. Paris White with it. Up top, Braden Wells. It's stolen away by Winslow. Here come the Knights. Winslow layup is good and a foul. Nate Winslow overplayed the passing lane. Got a steal. It's a turnover. He takes it all the way, and he gets fouled by Braden Wells. And a chance to tie the game with 14 seconds to go. Winslow with 4 in the contest. All of those coming here in the second quarter. And he's at the free throw line, trying to tie it. Up and good. And we got a tie ball game, 14 seconds, 26-26. Pressure defense by the Knights. Up to Austin Martin. Martin gets it across the timeline. Drives all the way to the basket and kicks it out. And there's going to be a foul called. See who this one's on. Just 4 team fouls on Triad, 3 on the Shells, so neither team in the bonus. The foul is on number 10. That's Jared Willis for the Knights. His first, and the team's fourth. And Braden Wells is going to check out now. And Beckman comes back in for the last 7 seconds. He'll come in to trigger the inbounds pass. Gets it over to Austin Martin. Martin in trouble. Gets it down to Paris White. Paris White tries to drive the basket, and he's fouled. No harm done, really, by that foul by Nate Winslow. Other than it is his second personal foul. So 2 fouls on Winslow now. And Wally Good's going to check in for Nate Winslow. 3 seconds to go in the half. Gleaner will trigger it in now. See if the Shells can get a shot and take the lead here at the end of this first half. Austin Martin with it, lays it up and missed it. It's short, tipped out of bounds to the Shells with 0.2 seconds left. Martin had more time than he thought right there. He rushed it a bit. And now Beckman and Gleaner can't decide who's going to inbound it, but it's really got to be just touched. You don't have time to catch it and shoot it. And they won't get anything off. That'll go out of bounds. And that is how the first half will end, knotted at 26 after one half of play. Shells and Knights from Roxana. Back with some halftime after this. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
RiverBender.com's coverage of today's event is brought to you by Macias Insurance Agency, your local independent insurance agent. Midwest Members Credit Union, the one place to go for all your banking needs. Liberty Bank, bank local, bank Liberty. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Lewis and Clark Community College, empowering people. Brightway Imaging, lower cost exams with transparent pricing. Let Brightway show you a smarter healthcare solution. Black Sporting Goods, stop in and see the difference today. Vallow Flooring, here to help you find the right floor for your home. B-Dry Solutions, waterproofing and foundation repair. Seavers Equipment, take on the toughest jobs with Kubota and Seavers.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
The experience from the time they walk in the door, from the time they sit in front of a financial service officer, we want their experience to be one that they will remember, one that they will leave and tell their friends about, but one that is hassle-free.
We have their best needs at heart, that we deliver on what we say we're going to do.
And let them know that we're there and that we care outside of your money, we care about your family.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Once I got here to Lewis and Clark, I felt connected to this place.
It is about intellectual curiosity and people who want to work with faculty mentors and delve into these areas they're interested in.
And it gives the chance for students to develop a more full version of themselves.
Lewis and Clark for me is going to be the place that I found myself.
Brightway Imaging has been serving the Riverbend's radiology needs for over a decade. Brightway's services include MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, and mammography. Brightway offers a more private and comfortable experience with caring and compassionate techs to guide you through each exam. As an independent imaging center, Brightway Imaging offers lower cost exams with pricing you can understand. Prompt service, convenient parking, knowledgeable staff, let Brightway show why they are a smarter healthcare solution. Visit us at brightwayimaging.com.
Scotty here for Be Wet Solutions in Highland, Illinois. Be Wet Solutions is your source for quality above ground pools from Doughboy, hot tubs from Marquee, and Big Green Egg grills and smokers. And remember, Be Wet Solutions is family owned and operated by the same great folks that own and operate B-Dry Waterproofing Solutions. Visit their showroom located at Highway 143 and I-70 just west of Highland. Be Wet Solutions, committed to quality products and customer service. BeWetSolutions.com. Right now at Seavers Equipment in Auburn and Jerseyville, score big on Kubota with long-term and low-rate financing available on everything. Kubota's full lineup of construction equipment, compact tractors, utility vehicles, mowers, hay tools, and more. What do you want to accomplish? Well, the right equipment right around the corner in Auburn and Jerseyville. Take on the toughest jobs with Kubota and Sievers Equipment. Visit a Sievers location in Auburn or Jerseyville today, RiverBender.com.
Roberts Motors is proud to say that we've been serving the Alton area for over 68 years. We must be doing something right to be able to say that. Stop by and find out why customers love the experience at Roberts. We pride ourselves in providing our customers all the information they want in an upfront manner, making the process of buying a vehicle easy and surprise-free. High pressure, hidden fees, surprises, not allowed here. Stop by today and let us show you how buying a car is supposed to be. Roberts, the value store since 1949.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
The experience from the time they walk in the door, from the time they sit in front of a financial service officer, we want their experience to be one that they will remember, one that they will leave and tell their friends about, but one that is hassle-free.
We have their best needs at heart, that we deliver on what we say we're going to do.
And let them know that we're there and that we care outside of your money, we care about your family.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Once I got here to Lewis and Clark, I felt connected to this place.
It is about intellectual curiosity and people who want to work with faculty mentors and delve into these areas they're interested in.
And it gives the chance for students to develop a more full version of themselves.
Lewis and Clark for me is going to be the place that I found myself.
Brightway Imaging has been serving the RiverBend's radiology needs for over a decade. Brightway's services include MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, and mammography. Brightway offers a more private and comfortable experience with caring and compassionate techs to guide you through each exam. As an independent imaging center, Brightway Imaging offers lower cost exams with pricing you can understand. Prompt service, convenient parking, knowledgeable staff, let Brightway show why they are a smarter healthcare solution. Visit us at brightwayimaging.com.
Scotty here for Be Wet Solutions in Highland, Illinois. Be Wet Solutions is your source for quality above-ground pools from Doughboy, hot tubs from Marquee, and Big Green Egg grills and smokers. And remember, Be Wet Solutions is family-owned and operated by the same great folks that own and operate Be-Dry Waterproofing Solutions. Visit their showroom located at Highway 143 and I-70 just west of Highland. Be Wet Solutions, committed to quality products and customer service, BeWetSolutions.com. Right now at Sievers Equipment in Auburn and Jerseyville, score big on Kubota with long-term and low-rate financing available on everything. Kubota's full lineup of construction equipment, compact tractors, utility vehicles, mowers, hay tools, and more. What do you want to accomplish? Well, the right equipment right around the corner in Auburn and Jerseyville. Take on the toughest jobs with Kubota and Sievers Equipment. Visit a Sievers location in Auburn or Jerseyville today, SieversEquipment.com. Who I am is not important, but what I am is, and that's a satisfied customer of B-Dry. Not just once, but many times. B-Dry has provided solutions for both basement waterproofing and foundation issues, as well as installation of a new basement egress window. And I'm happy to report that B-Dry has cured the wet basement, crawl space, and foundation blues for thousands of homeowners over 60 years with lifetime transferable warranties. And they'll do the same for you. So call 800-966-2379 or go to BDrySolutions.com. Hello, this is Scotty for B-Dry with a couple of tips on Monarch egress windows from B-Dry. When finishing a basement, building codes often require an egress window for safety reasons. Egress windows from B-Dry offer peace of mind and provide safe, easy exit and entrance for family and first responders in case of emergency. Egress windows from B-Dry also add natural sunlight to your basement and value to your home. To learn more about egress windows from B-Dry, visit them online at bdrysolutions.com.
Roberts Motors is proud to say that we've been serving the Alton area for over 68 years. We must be doing something right to be able to say that. Stop by and find out why customers love the experience at Roberts. We pride ourselves in providing our customers all the information they want in an upfront manner, making the process of buying a vehicle easy and surprise-free. High pressure, hidden fees, surprises, not allowed here. Stop by today and let us show you how buying a car is supposed to be. Roberts, the value store since 1949.
Foreseeable future, we're going to stay with conference play. So they had voted to go to the district format. They've changed their mind, and they will not go at least to that proposed district format. Maybe there'll be some other version of it. We'll see. But as of now, it'll just be the traditional conference format that we've had for many, many years here as we get set to start the second half. So enough football. Let's get back to basketball, and Triad will have the basketball as we start the second half. 26-all our score. And Carson Milligan will trigger it into Sam Yeager. Yeager led the Knights in scoring in the first half with 7 points. Yeager drives, gets it over to Tentis. And Tentis with the basketball. Now back up top to Yeager. Back to Milligan. Yeager will take another three, and he'll drain another one. Got a good look. And he had 7. That's his third three of the night. He's got 10. Now Huffman with it for the Shells. Guarded by Tentis. Back to Beckman. Beckman will try a three and miss it. And an air ball. I thought maybe Triad might have got a hand on it, but if it would have been blocked, maybe the officials would have called it Triad basketball or Shells basketball, but no, so it's just an air ball by Beckman, and Triad with it, leading by 3. Up top to Tentis. Tentis over to Yeager. Yeager drives into the lane. Good dish down to Milligan. Left hand, no good. Rebound, Gleaner. Guidry wanted a foul for Triad. He doesn't get it. Beckman with it, guarded by Milligan. Over to Gleaner. Gleaner over to Huffman. Has a long three tonight. Gets it over to Gleaner. He's got some threes, but that's off glass and good. A three off glass and good, and we're tied at 29 again. Gleaner with 11. Now another three. This is Winslow from the corner. He hits a three, and it's 32-29 Triad. Beckman with it. No shortage of three-pointers tonight. Gleaner drives to the basket, layup, good. 5 quick ones for Gleaner, and the Shells trail by 1, 32-31. Yeager up top, thought about a three, passes it over to Tentis. Back to Winslow. Winslow down to Milligan, over to Winslow. Up top, Tentis has an open look, passes on it. Gets it over to Milligan, back to Tentis. Yeager in the corner, fakes a three, and drives to the bucket. Layup, missed it. Rebound, Gleaner. Here come the Shells, trailing by 1. Beckman pull up, down to Paris White in the corner. White drives to the basket, kicks it up to Gleaner. Swing pass over to Braden Wells. Thought about a three, now he drives the basket. Goes up, missed it, and gets his own rebound on the floor for it. And Mark Briggs is going to get a timeout. So the Shells maintain possession here. They trail by 1 point. 32-31 here early going. In the second half. We'll keep it right here as it's a 30-second timeout for Mark Briggs and the Shells. Both teams have come out firing here in the second half. It was 26-all at halftime. It's now 32-31. We've already had 3 threes here, 2 from Triad and 1 from the Shells. Gleaner with a 2, and the Shells trail by 1, and they have the basketball underneath. Drew Beckman will trigger it in for the Roxana Shells. Beckman, Wells, Huffman, White, and Gleaner, the starting 5 out there for the Shells. It's Cox, Tentis, Winslow, Yeager, and Milligan for the Knights. And Cox is going to go to the bench. I think he might have a cut on his hand that they're working on. So Cale Elmore is going to check in for Luke Cox. He's got a cut on his mouth, it looks like. So a little blood there, so he'll have to go to the bench. He's yet to score here in the contest. Came in averaging 22. Beckman with it. And has it stolen away by Milligan. Milligan over to Yeager. Here come the Knights. Up to Elmore. And back to Yeager. Yeager in the corner for Tentis. He thinks about a three, thinks better of it. Gets it in the paint to Yeager. Yeager backing down Gleaner. Out to Tentis. Top of the key, Milligan. Now back to Elmore. Elmore with it. Down in the corner to Milligan. Inside Yeager. Layup good. Sam Yeager with 5 in the quarter. 12 for the game. Puts the Knights up 34-31. Beckman with it for the Shells. Over to Huffman. Guarded tightly by Tentis. Over to Paris White. White to Beckman, guarded by Milligan. Up top, Gleaner. Pump fakes a three on Elmore. Elmore guards him tightly, and he gets it over to Beckman, and Beckman throws it away. Now Austin Martin's going to check in. And Beckman's going to go to the bench and have a chat with head coach Mark Briggs, I believe. 34-31, Knights lead it. 4:41 to go in the third quarter. Don't forget, after the game, we'll name our Munganast Alton Toyota player of the game. Tentis inside to Yeager. Yeager back out to Milligan. Milligan to Elmore. Inside to Yeager again. Backs Gleaner down, kicks it out to Tentis, guarded by White. Tentis to the basket, missed it. Rebound Gleaner. Here's Huffman with it. Here come the Shells back the other way. Huffman pulls it out, gets it to Gleaner. Gleaner tries to get it into White, knocked away by Winslow, but the Shells maintain possession. Huffman up top. Over to Gleaner. Gleaner with it, and over to Paris White. White driving on Winslow, layup missed it, rebound Winslow. Here come the Knights, and it's Yeager leading the charge to Tentis, layup missed it. Rebound Winslow, stripped away by Gleaner, and out of bounds to the Knights underneath. Cox is checked back in for Triad. Gets it over to Tentis. Wide open three in the corner. Had all day to think about it. Too long to think about it. They missed it. Gleaner the rebound. Here comes Huffman. He'll pull up for a three. A quick release. Missed it. Rebound Cox. Here come the Knights. Cox in a hurry. Looking to push. Layup, and he missed it. Rebound Huffman. Here come the Shells back the other way. 2-on-2. Huffman over to White. Layup good. Paris White lays it up and in, and it's 34-33. White's first 2 of the quarter. 3:16 to go in the third. Yeager with it, free throw line, guarded by Gleaner. Over to Tentis. And Tentis drives, blocked by White. Rebound Martin. Here come the Shells. Martin pulls up to Gleaner. Over to Huffman, guarded by Tentis. Thinking about a three. Gets a screen from White. Tentis falls down. Huffman wide open for three. Missed it, back rim. Over the back is Austin Martin on Yeager. And that's going to be a foul on Austin Martin. And Wally Good's going to check back in for Triad. Nate Winslow will go to the bench. Boy, Cox just cannot get it going for Triad. Had a fast break opportunity a moment ago and missed a bunny. Now Austin Martin will pick up pressure full court on Cox. Little token pressure by the Shells. And here comes Luke Cox. Guarded by Martin. Martin, big screen by Yeager. Cox pull up, missed it, back iron, rebound, Paris White. Cox can't buy one. Here comes Beckman. All the way to the bucket, layup, reverse it in. Beautiful move by Drew Beckman. And the Shells are back in front, 35-34. Underneath, Good gets it to go. 36-35, Triad back in front. Here come the Shells. Beckman to White. Not an outside shooter, had to look. Beckman with it, pull up in Good's face. Short iron, missed it, rebound. fought for, and Triad comes away with it. It's Yeager with the basketball. Behind the back at midcourt. Over to Cox. Thinks about a three. Drives on Martin and shot up and missed it again. Now Good, the rebound, lays it up again. Wally Good with 4 quick ones puts the Knights back up. 38-35, Triad with the lead. Good with 6. Beckman with it, over to Huffman. Beckman back to Huffman. Here comes Yeager with it. And a layup good. And now the Knights with the lead. And the Shells want a timeout as the Knights have extended that lead to 5 points. Biggest lead of the night for either team. And we'll take a quick break. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Nick Darr back with you from Roxana High School inside the Barrett Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. 40-35 now. The lead extended. As Tentis with a layup at one end extended that lead to 5. It's 40-35 Triad. A minute left to go in the third. Nearly stolen away by the Knights. Huffman will try a long 3. Short iron, missed it, and it goes off the top of the backboard to the Knights. Knights with the ball and a 5-point lead. Cox guarded by Braden Wells as he has been most of the night. Yeager over to Tentis. Up top to Cale Elmore. Back to Luke Cox. Cox trying to drive on Martin. Nearly had it stolen away by Martin. And now a foul on Austin Martin. That's going to be his second foul. Second foul on Austin Martin, the junior guard for the Shells. Second team foul for Roxana as well. Shot up and blocked by White, but a foul. And he fouls Wally Good, and that'll send Good to the free throw line. Good has 6 points on the night. Has not yet attempted a free throw. This will be his first free throw attempt. And it is up and off the back iron, no good. Not a lot of free throw attempts for either side tonight. Good missed the first one and the second one on the way. And it's no good. Rebound Paris White over to Austin Martin. 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Over to Gleaner. Gleaner into the corner for Huffman. Huffman back up top. Austin Martin looking at a 3, and he got it. Austin Martin, 3 from the top of the key, cuts it to 2. His first points of the night. Back the other way. Good layup, and it's blocked, but a foul on Huffman, I believe. Good offensive rebounding by the Knights, and that'll send Good back to the free throw line. And the foul's on Huffman. And that's his first of the night. First one from Good. He has missed again. That's 0 for 3. 3 straight misses by the junior center for the Knights. 6'5 junior. He has 6, but he's 0 for 3 from the line. Second one on the way. Got that one. 41-38, Triad with the lead. Roxana the ball, 10 seconds to go in the third. Austin Martin with it. Martin drives on Milligan. And off his foot, 2 seconds left to go. He'll heave it from half court, and it's short off the front iron. No good. And that is how the third quarter will come to a close, with the Triad Knights leading the Roxana Shells by a score of 41-38. It was 26 all at half. It's 41-38 at the end of 3. Back with the exciting fourth quarter after this. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Experience from the time they walk in the door, from the time they sit in front of a financial service officer. We want their experience to be one that they will remember, one that they will leave and tell their friends about, but one that is hassle-free.
We have their best needs at heart, that we deliver on what we say we're going to do.
And let them know that we're there and that we care outside of your money, we care about your family.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Trail the Knights 41-38 after third quarter as we start the fourth here. Braden Wells with it, top of the key. Back to Austin Martin. It's Martin, Wells, Huffman, White, and Gleaner for the Shells. Cox, Tentis, Yeager, Winslow, and Milligan for the Knights to start the fourth quarter. Drew Beckman on the bench for the Shells as Gleaner tries a three from the corner to tie, but he missed it. Here comes Luke Cox back the other way in a hurry. Cox pull up, layup for Yeager. Great pass from Cox, and Yeager lays it in. Sam Yeager with 14, and the Knights extend it to 5. Huffman guarded by Tentis. Over to Gleaner. Gleaner over to Wells. He'll drive and put it up and good and one. Layup good and a foul. That's Wells' first 2 of the night. It's 43-40, and Wells with a chance to cut it to 2 if he can hit this free throw here. Wells doesn't do a lot of scoring, but that was a big bucket there. Free throw up and in. 43-41, Shells fighting back. Here comes Luke Cox for the Knights, over to Tentis. Yeager wants the basketball. He says, I got 14, give it to me. Cox with it. He hasn't scored yet tonight until now. Nope, he stepped on the baseline. He laid it up and in, but he stepped on the baseline before that. It's a turnover for the Knights, and the Shells will get the ball back, trailing by 2. As the jacket comes off for Triad head coach Jeff Guidry. .6:49 to go in the game. His Knights lead it by 2, and his leading scorer, Luke Cox, has 0. Coming in averaging 22. What a job by Braden Wells and the Shells defensively on him. Huffman with it. Top of the key, drives on Tentis. Now pulls it back out. Gets it over to Braden Wells. Wells surveys, gets it inside free throw line to Paris White. White outside to Gleaner for 3 in the lead, missed it. Rebound Wells, layup blocked by Cox. Out to Austin Martin for the Shells, and a foul on Cox. Maybe a little frustration there by Luke Cox, not able to come down with it. And it's his first foul. 2 team fouls on the Knights, as Austin Martin triggers it into Paris White. Back to Martin, guarded by Milligan, to Huffman in the corner. With Braden Wells over there, Huffman looks to drive on Tentis, pulls up free throw line, gives it over to Paris White. White drives, and a blocking foul called on Nate Winslow. White drove into him. Winslow fouled him. And now Wally Good's going to check in for Winslow. It's 4 fouls on the 6'5 senior center for the Knights, Winslow. Up top, Huffman. Hortensis has done a nice job on him. Hasn't allowed him to get free for much tonight. Huffman with just 5 in the contest. All of those were in the first quarter. Gleaner with it. Over to Huffman, guarded by Tentis. So the 2 leading scorers haven't done a lot. Dishes it down to Braden Wells. Wells lays it up. And a charge against Braden Wells. Second foul on Braden. 5th team foul against the Shells. Just 3 team fouls on the Knights. Cox drives on Wells and gets it over to Milligan. Milligan over to Tentis. Tentis back up top to Cox, over to Milligan. Milligan back to Tentis. Tentis drives the basket, dishes down to good, blocked by Paris White. Out of bounds. Knights fans want a foul. There's none coming, and the Knights are going to take a timeout. I think for the most part, the timeout is so Jeff Guidry can talk to the officials about that last call. And the Triad Knights fans all over the officials here at Roxana High School. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. It's a 43-41 game. Neither team has scored here in quite some time. It was 26 all at halftime. 41-38 at the end of the third, and it's 43-41 now with 5:19 to go. Tentis up top, guarded by Paris White. Tentis gets around him, lays it up and in. It's good. Michael Tentis with a 2, and it's 45-41. Back come the Shells. It's White. Jump stop. Stripped away by Cox, and here come the Knights. Cox one-on-one with Huffman. Layup and a goaltend. Cox finally gets on the board, and it's via a goaltend by Paris White. And I don't know if the ball was going down. It's 47-41. Dangerous time for the Shells. Shells with the ball, trailing by 6. It's Huffman, guarded by Tentis, over to Gleaner. Gleaner will try a 3 on Yeager and get it. What a big shot by Jake Gleaner. Cuts the lead to 3 with 4:40 to go, and back come the Knights. It's Yeager, guarded by Gleaner. Big 3 by Jake Gleaner there. Nearly stolen away by White. Tentis on the overplay, drives to the basket and gives it over to Yeager. Stripped away by Gleaner, and here come the Shells. Gleaner tried to get it to White. He wasn't looking. And now the Knights have it back. Here comes Tentis. Drives on Gleaner. Missed it. Rebound White. And that's going to be out of bounds to the Knights. Cox will inbound for Triad. 47-44. Cox to Tentis. Wide open 3 at the top of the key. Missed it. Rebound. Good. He lays it up and in. Wally Good with an offensive putback. And it's 49-44. Triad with the lead. Down low, Paris White. And up and no good. Fouled by Good. Shot no good by White. They'll call a foul on Wally Good. 6'5" junior center for the Knights, and that's his second foul of the contest. Team's 4th foul, and White goes to the free throw line. Need to make these 2. First one is up and good. White has 11. Second one up and good as well. 3-point game. 13 for Paris White. Down low to Yeager, and he thought about making a pass, faked it. Now it's back up top to Cox, guarded by Wells. Cox goes in, lays it up and in, good. Luke Cox with a 2. He's got 4 in the quarter, but just 4 in the game. but it's 51-46 Triad with 3:30 to go. Gleaner, guarded by Yeager, thinks about a three. Now Cox switches over onto him, and they get it over to Braden Wells. Over to Paris White. They give him an open look. He drives the basket, kicks it over to Austin Martin for three from the corner. Air ball. Rebound Wells up, missed it, and a foul. Foul on the Knights, I think, is going to send Wells to the free throw line. Foul is on Yeager, his first. And Wells needs these two. First one no good. (51-46). Wells with three in the game. Done a great job defensively on Luke Cox, but needs to hit a free throw here. It's up and good. Give Wells four, and it's 51-47 Shells, or Knights rather. Big screen from Yeager at half court, frees Cox. Cox to the basket, behind the back pass to Good. He can't come away with it. Ball loose on the floor, and a timeout for the Knights. And they're going to give possession to Triad. I don't think anybody had possession of the ball when he called the timeout. And Mark Briggs agrees with me. Mark Briggs at half court yelling at the officials. And his assistant coach, Jerry Wheaton, comes and grabs him back to the bench. And a timeout called by the Knights. It's going to be a full timeout. We'll take one too. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Once I got here to Lewis and Clark, I felt connected to this place.
It is about intellectual curiosity and people who want to work with faculty mentors and delve into these areas they're interested in.
And it gives the chance for students to develop a more full version of themselves.
Lewis and Clark for me is going to be the place that I found myself.
Nick Darr back with you inside the Barrett Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. 3 minutes to go here in the game. 4-point lead for the Knights, 51-47. Luke Cox with it, guarded by Wells. Cox to the basket, layup, missed it. Rebound, good, no good. Rebound, Milligan gets it up to Cox for three. Way off, rebound, good. Blocked by White, and here comes Braden Wells with it. Over to Huffman. Had a look at a three for a second, gets it down to Wells, and he lost it. Turnover on the Shells. Well, Gavin Huffman, with just 5 points in the contest, had maybe a look at a three there, passed on it. And back come the Knights, leading by 4, 51-47. Over to Cox. Cox with it, guarded by Huffman. The two leading scorers matched up one-on-one. Winslow to the basket, missed it, but got his own rebound and put it back. And it's 53-47. Back come the Shells. Huffman for three, needed. In and out. All around and out. 53-47. Back come the Knights. Cox to the basket. Fouled. Braden Wells with the foul on Cox, and Cox is going to go to the free throw line for the first time tonight. It's one of the remarkable things about the job Braden Wells has done tonight defensively. Cox hasn't been to the free throw line either. First one up and good. 5 points in the contest now for Luke Cox. Came in averaging 22. 2:07 to go, 54-47. Triad leading. And the Shells in a danger zone now. Missed the second one. Rebound Yeager. They've been killed on the offensive boards in the fourth quarter. Really the entire second half. And Yeager with a big offensive rebound there. Gives the Knights possession back, leading by 7. And now a turnover by the Knights. Milligan threw it away. Shells get the basketball back. Down 7, minute 53 to go in the game. Beckman's going to come over and take a timeout. And Mark Briggs calls the timeout for his team. It's going to be a full timeout for the Shells. We'll take one too. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Brightway Imaging has been serving the Riverbend's radiology needs for over a decade. Brightway's services include MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, and mammography. Brightway offers a more private and comfortable experience with caring and compassionate techs to guide you through each exam. As an independent imaging center, Brightway Imaging offers lower-cost exams with pricing you can understand. Prompt service, convenient parking, knowledgeable staff. Let Brightway show why they are a smarter healthcare solution. Visit us at RiverBender.com.
Scotty here for Be Wet Solutions in Highland, Illinois. Be Wet Solutions is your source for quality above ground pools from Doughboy, hot tubs from Marquee, and Big Green Egg grills and smokers. And remember, Be Wet Solutions is family owned and operated by the same great folks that own and operate Be Dry Waterproofing Solutions. Visit their showroom located at Highway 143 and I-70 just west of Highland. Be Wet Solutions, committed to quality products and customer service. BeWetSolutions.com.
.127 to go. And the key here for the Shells is you need a miss and you've got to get a rebound. They have been killed on the offensive glass here in the second half by the Knights. First free throw from Yeager is up and good. Used every part of the iron, but it goes down, and it's 55-50 Knights with the lead now. Sam Yeager's second free throw attempt on the way. He's had a solid game, picked up a lot of the scoring slack with Cox not scoring. Missed the second one, but another offensive rebound. This time it's Tentis. Yeager has 15 in the contest, but another offensive rebound by Michael Tentis, and the Knights have been all over the offensive glass here in the fourth quarter. So Tentis will go to the line with a 1-and-1 now after the foul on Huffman. That's Gavin Huffman's second foul. First one from Tentis on the way, and it's short. Rebound, Paris White. Back come the Shells. Got to get back into it here. Don't need a three. Austin Martin over to Huffman. Huffman guarded by Tentis. He tries to drive on him. Gets it over to Beckman. Beckman to Gleaner. Gleaner guarded by Willis. Willis a near steal, and a foul called. Yes. Foul is called on Jared Willis. Wasn't sure there for a second if they were going to call the foul, but they did. And that gives Triad, though, just 5 team fouls here. So they still have 1 to give as Luke Cox checks back in. Nate Winslow goes to the bench for the Knights. Beckman, Huffman, Martin, White, and Gleaner for the Shells. Cox, Willis, Yeager, Tentis, and Milligan for the Knights. Beckman with it, top of the key. Had a good start, has been quiet since then, got in some foul trouble. Now it's Gleaner. He's picked up most of the offensive slack for the Shells tonight. Beckman drives the basket, layup good. 55-52, and the Shells will press. Now they back off of it a bit. Cox with the ball, and they try to trap him and nearly get a steal, but it's back out to the Knights over to Willis, and he is fouled by Beckman. So Beckman with a layup good there. Give him 8 points for the contest. And he picks up his third foul and sends Jared Willis to the free throw line. 34 seconds to go. 55-52. And the Shells get a miss and a rebound, more importantly. Well, they don't get the miss as Willis knocks down the first. His first point of the night. Let's see if he can knock down the second one. And he does. 57-52. 30 seconds to go. Beckman ahead to Martin. Martin back to Beckman. Beckman trying to drive on Milligan. Now back to Martin. Martin down in the corner to Gleaner. He drives to the basket, puts it up, missed it, but he got fouled. We'll see if they got Willis or Cox on that foul. In any case, Gleaner's going to the line. It's Willis, it's his third. Gleaner has 19, give him 20. Terrific game for Jake Gleaner tonight. Hit some big threes here in the second half and kept his team in it offensively. 57-53, second one on the way, got that one. 57-54, 20 seconds left. Gleaner with 21. And a timeout called by the Shells. 57-54. It's been back and forth. Triad led by 3 at the end of 3 quarters. They lead by 3 now. Just 20 seconds left, so the Shells now will have to foul and hope for a miss. And they've just been dominated on the offensive glass here in this fourth quarter, though. That's really been the difference for Triad here in this fourth quarter. They've just dominated the offensive glass. Don't forget, college basketball comes your way. We'll have some prep basketball over the weekend as well, but the big one Saturday, the bragging rights game, Illinois and Missouri from St. Louis. That one tips off at noon here on the Big Z, and you can hear that one at 11. Also, don't forget Sports Talk. Now on Thursdays during the basketball season, Brent Berkler with scores, highlights, and coaches' interviews on Sports Talk Thursdays at 11 a.m. Yeager, long ball, wide open. Tentis over to Elmore, lays it up and in, good. It's 59-54. Back come the Shells with 14. Beckman drives it. Gleaner for 3. Missed it. Rebound, Cox. Triad has it. And a foul on the Shells. Luke Cox gets fouled on the rebound. The Knights have a 5-point lead. Cox is going to the line for the double bonus. And that might just do it. Valiant effort by the Shells, but it looks like it's going to come up just a little short. If the score holds, the Shells will drop to 6-3, and Triad will improve to 7-1. Next up for the Shells, they'll be at Vandalia Friday night as they head back to South Central Conference play. 1-0 in the SEC so far, a win over Hillsborough as Cox misses the first. Second one on the way from Cox, and it's good. Not a great offensive game for Cox, but they're going to come away with a victory. Beckman drives the basket and Elmore fouls him. Cox with just 6 points in the contest. As Beckman drives, gets fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line. Drew Beckman has 8 tonight. Half of those in the first couple of minutes of the game as Beckman hits the first. Make it 9, and it's 60-55 Knights. Academic from here, though. Shells down 5 with 1.5 seconds to go. Second one on the way, and good. Beckman has 10. The Knights will inbound, and that will do it as Triad will come away, escape really, with a victory here in Roxana. 60-56, the final score. The Knights win it over the Shells here in Shell Country. The Shells drop to 6-3 on the season. Triad improves to 7-1. Back to wrap it up after this. We'll name our Munganast Alton Toyota Player of the Game when we come back. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.